Pathfinder is a role-playing game where you roll dice to determine what you do and what your character does and if you can attack or miss. So it's basically a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons. Role-playing game is when, I don't know, you have dice, a table, then you make a character and you play a game and you go on an imaginary adventure. Well, I would be a dungeon master in this game. My job is essentially I'm God. So I create the campaign, I populate it with the characters, and I play every single one of the characters, which is interesting at times and weird at others. Especially when you're playing a princess and one of the players starts flirting with you, then it's just awkward. But it has to be done sometimes. Essentially I start off with making the bad guys. If I'm the dungeon master, I like to start off that way at least. So I make who they're fighting. In this case it's an evil group of bad guys called the Circle. And then I make the places, so the place is Delaron, and then I make all the locations in it, just to like give it myself a sense of where they can go and what they can do. And just to like outline it, I make a little map for myself. And then I go about the hard part, which is finally figuring out the story. So then I go through pages of like, this is just character descriptions of like main characters in the game. And then I go through like events and story quests, like just essentially like chapters in a book. Then you have to draw out the maps of certain dungeons, if they're especially long ones, and write down what treasures are in them, what items you can get. I think some of them maybe do it for escapism, maybe. That's my deep answer. But I don't know, I think most people just do it for fun. I mean, it's just fun. Like, real life is boring sometimes, so why not spice it up a little bit? Well, I guess it's going to a different reality of sorts. You're doing something different. You're playing as someone entirely different. Some people I know go like really far into it and they almost like get accents and stuff like that. A lot of people ask if there's winners or losers in this game, and I'm like, no. Are they fighting against the dungeon master? Am I like the bad guy they're trying to fight? And that's also a no. Like I may play as the bad guys, but my object of the game isn't to kill the other players. It's to ensure they have a good time and have fun. I just think creative people should just do this in general. It's just as an exercise, if anything, just to see if they can build an entire world and see if they can entertain people in it. Because I think that's a good practice. And it's like, I know it may seem like nerdy or stupid at first, and you're gonna be like, oh, this guy's a nerd, but I just like delving into this and being like, okay, how can I give my friends the best time possible and entertain them? And I think that's good practice for going to the movie business and stuff like that. So you can, if you can make a couple people have fun, you can make an audience of 50 or 100 or 1,000 have fun, right?